Hi, in this video I want to demonstrate how we convert this Figma template to Elementor. Very easy, very fast. This will be video useful for who work with Elementor and who want to see some new tricks, who want to see how work with Elementor. For example, you can repeat my steps step by step here, and you will get the same template. And this template completely free. I will leave link to this template below the video, and you can download it, change for yourself, and you will get the same result. My name is Johan, I am WordPress developer, and let's do it. Okay, so first thing which I want to say, the design I will leave in the description to the video, because I try to use free templates for you can download it as well and training it, and build it, of course. Next point, if you don't want to repeat everything but you want to get this template, it's very easy, simple template, but if you want to get it, I have page where you just need to leave name, email, and we will send you export template, Elementor export template to you, and you will get, and you needn't convert it. But this video I record for demonstrating all process and practice for you, and it depends how you want, but just know that by this link, I will leave this link in the description as well. You can download template and for example edit for yourself and use it. So third item which I want to mention, that we have completely default Elementor settings which we use. Just here you can see what I turn on or turn off. Functionality is pretty straightforward, because usually it's 90% of cases I use like this case. Yeah, and let's go. We open editor and let's start do it. What we need to export here? Logo. For example, if we have logo like text, etc., we can export it as SVG. It's much better than JPEG or PNG because it's scalable and it's much better. So we click here SVG, export logo, and logo. Here we need export this image. Usually I copy paste image. I need designer mode for now. I click K, it's resize, and resize to 1.4. yeah, and it's become a little bit bigger and better quality after export. So I just export as PNG. This name is good. And last item which I need is this one thing, because this one very hard to do it through CSS and easier to just export it, and it's also can be like SVG. And export. Great. So it's the first point, and now we can start to develop. Let's go, let's remove everything, delete, done. So basically we just need to set up color background, because background color we have, like, let's switch to dev mode here, and if I click here, background FFF. If I go here, it's something not like this one. Yeah, it's like by default it should be, but if I'm not mistaken, yeah, here is background, this one. So we set up this background color, yeah, and just add here, done. Next point, we just need to add first element, it's header. Header is like for full width, but I think I will limit it, and for example our design width is 1600, and on the borders So okay, we have now like this with content for header, and we need to add space on the left side and on the right side. If it's smaller than 1550 smaller, we add a little bit space here for not touching, for example, logo to borders. It's very important, and I use it by default. Yeah, and top, okay, 20. Correct? Yeah, I think yes. Let's add here image. I just have already uploaded image, and you can upload which you download. Align by left. By default, I set up link. If it's homepage or general header, I set up it like site URL. It's always redirect you to homepage. So, yeah, and width for it, like this one. What we need else, space 50% pixels here, right, done. And now we need a menu. Here we click menu. I just already created menu, but you can click here and here add custom links, URL and text, and it's already created, but you just need to create items and click save menu. So here it's done. What next element? Sign in button. Okay, go plus. We need to add, we keep in mind that we should have opened this container for not adding here elements. We just need to add buttons to element which we want. For example, here plus button sign in, and should be another button like create this one, but we can do it later after this, because style will be the same, just switch color. Yeah, here like color this one plus Jakarta 1624. It's 1.5. Okay, I will not remember everything for first time, but we will try. So borders, this one, background color, we set up like transparent. This is color, it's white, and we have like 00, it's transparency 100%. Yeah, and it's transparent. Color, we set up this one, done. And Jakarta, copy paste, because we will use it here many times. Here we have like line height, we can set up it manually, always like in pixels, but I prefer use in percentage, but for EM it is like 1.5. it's like how many like parameters I need, 1.5. it will be 120, it will be 1.2. so 1.5, we go here, it's EM, and I pick like this one, and it will be adapt for smaller, bigger size in the future, easier. Yes, and font weight, it's okay, great. So, and right space we have here 21 pixel, but I will set up 20. Okay, and next button we have create free account. Here background should be in theory this one, color like this one, padding 10 and 16, 10, correct, and border radius 10. Okay, not a problem. Okay, so we set up it, and of course we don't have links, but if when it's will be launched, of course we will set up link. Yeah, and here for menu, let's set up last settings. It's like 16, the same parameters. Let's go here, Jakarta. So do you see sometimes it can be bug, and you just need to click again and again. Jakarta 16, like this one, 1.5. We have color, this one. Also I want the same color for all of item, because it will be not correct. Yes, and pointer width, do I need it? Yeah, okay, it should be 1. It's like width for this line. Horizontal padding, it should be 5. Oh, horizontal padding, it's like this one, 37, correct? Yes. No, horizontal padding we set up 0, and space between we set up 37, correct, and vertical 5. Yes, I check how much space I want here. 5 is okay. Yeah, great. And last point, it is align these all items. How it can be possible to do? It's possible to do in many ways. It's like possible to group by 2 items, like add new 2 containers, but I will do without adding a new container. It's a little bit difficult, but I like it because I needn't add new container. We align by row, we need align by center everything item, and we need to space between. But now we have that we need menu to the left side, this button to the right side. How possible to do? It's possible to do for this item in advanced setup, like size, and it's grow how much is possible. And do you see what's happened? It's automatically resize and without any adding new containers. I like this option. It's not very often I use it, but for this case it's work perfect, and I would use it in this case. Yeah, and so header is done, very easy, very fast. Okay, so let's go. So we create a new container, and let's check what we have here. We have 2 containers. It's like first container, second container. Let's do, and we need to check width for this container. How it's possible to do? Do you see if you pick 2 items, it don't see that doesn't show which size it is. But if we turn off dev mode, it demonstrates, and we just need to pick like this one and like this. Yeah, do you see? I pick left item and right item because it's much correct. Yeah, and our content size is this one, and let's set up. We have 2 containers, and we need to create 2 containers here. And here we need to set up this width for containers. Do we need width here? I think yes. Let's set up space between these columns like 20%. It's for test. Okay, here we just add image and load this one. You upload and I just load. Okay, here what we need here, we need text. It's like H1, I think will be this one. And let's set up styles for it, and it will be easier to duplicate everything. Jakarta, I think this one. Let's switch to dev mode. Oh, it's even bigger. 58 and 1.1, 58, 1.1, and color this. Great. Then what we have, space 36 pixels. Yeah, and I just wanted to say that my only one point which is not default, it is if we go to site settings, I usually remove layout space for container paddings and gaps paddings. It's very important for me because in this case I can easier calculate space, and by default here is 20 if I'm not mistaken, and here is by default 10, and I need calculate. For example, if it would be 20 pixels by default gaps between elements, and for example 36 minus 20 it's 16, and I need to add 16, etc, etc. Sometimes space is smaller, bigger, and it's more harder work with that, and by default I set up it 0 and manually add for each of item. And yeah, and always, not always, I try to add space below for item, so if we add a new one item it will be always space. So for this item 36 if I'm not mistaken, yes. Also we have subheading 16, 26. Okay, let's duplicate, let's set up it P, it's okay. 16 like this one, or it's font inter, interesting. 16 400 1.6, 1.6 this one, and here is inter. Great, and color this one. Done. Then we have form and space 36. Okay, copy text for forms and go plus form, and we have a mail, and we need to remove another one, and we have button. Okay, here is placeholder. We need to replace this item because it's only inside it's this one, and here is require, it should be, but we need to hide label here, hide. Done. And we need to column width because we need in one row it's everything. I set up 60 pixels, and for example for button, for send, I paste correct content and it should be 40. Done. What we need to do yet, here we have border background this one, and border this one, border and border radius 15. Let's go form. We have here border. Let's set up solid border, possible to add in advanced for example, because I need to global border, not for this element or for this element. I need global border, border width, border color I set up, and border radius 15. Done. And space between border 8. We go to, for example, here I have, it's possible like this one, but always I click like if sometimes it's not demonstrate space, I click option, it's alt on Windows, and you can see space more strict, in strict way. Yeah, so 8, we need to add padding to wall item 8. Done. Okay, and now we need to fix, for example, let's start for submission button because it's easier. And here what we have here, background, border radius, background this one and this one. Oh, it's okay, and border radius 10, text padding 16, This one? Yes, 16. And what we need to set up font Jakarta 80 pixels 1.3 and width 700. Done for button. Now we have input field, text color should be this one, Jakarta 16. Jakarta 16 and 1.6 40 1.6. Great. Here border width we need 0. Great, but we have like different color. The problem in where is background? We need for wall element this background color. We do it, not a problem. So here background color we set up this one. Oh, and it's okay. That's all. Yes, and it's even. We can set up here. It's not like this button. It's a little bit bigger, or it will be shorter, and maybe it's good. Okay, what we have next? We have space after for 42 pixels. Oh, do you see? Now I can't use it because it's like space. So we need for next element add this space. How we can handle this case? I think the best case is containers, and in these containers will be one container image plus one container. Click plus, it's one global container, and we just add space 42. Then in this container I add new container. It will be only this parameter. Yes, and first element it is like this one, and let's use it P. And font size 42 1.5 50 500. I don't remember name size already. 1.6 correct, 1.5 and size, and Jakarta font Jakarta font. Okay, and now we need to create the same thing for this one. 13 pixels 1.5. Okay, pixels 1.5. Do you see? In this case I needn't set up already in pixels because I have the same percentage and it's less work. Yeah, and space 40 pixels. How to set up this space? Set up this space we have like, we just need to row, it's like in one row, and now we need to add 40 pixels like this one. Great. Yeah, and for here we need to add width 77% pixels. Let's go width for this text 77 pixels, and we just need to align by center, and we need to do it in global in this container by center. Great. So first element is done. Next we need click parent container, click plus and image, and add this image. This image with 15 pixels. Done. And now we just need to duplicate previous previous container and just switch info. This one and this one. Great. So, and now we need to align it. Of course, we click. We go to layout, direction, row, and by center. What we have now? We have now that this is good. Image is very small, and how to handle this case? I would just set up manual width for this container, and if we need to change it, we can do it. So if I switch to the design mode for checking width for this container, it's 193. Okay, we go to first container, and here it's possible to set up pixels to 193. It looks like something not okay. It's not okay because we have this container which with 100% and he is pushing him to smaller, and this container we have like 100. Here set up image for this element and set up like this one. Yeah, now it's much better. And what we have now for this one, do you see? It's like we have different space to the left element and to the right element, and in this case I would use margins, and it will be better solution than, because it will be not, if we automatically set up by center, it will not align okay, because it will be moved to the right side. Yeah, so for example 33 and 17. Okay, and height, let's height 38. It's already exist. Yeah, great. And what we have in the result? We have it, but it's much wider than how it should be in the design. What I would do, the easiest case, it just contain in one container with static width, but we can't do it in this one, because if we do this container smaller, it will be everything smaller and will be harder align image. So what I propose, I just propose to add new container for this element, and that's all. Where I can put it, I think I need this one, correct? Yeah, and for example here I just move this one image, this one, and just demonstrate it. And which we need width? We need width 476, and I set up for this container width pixels 476. Correct. Yeah, and do you see how it's aligned? For example, I move form to this container and it's become smaller. Yeah, and I needn't move this container because, I think I need. Yeah, I think I need. And here I have this container. I also need to move it and like switch. Great. So perfect. And what we need to align by center, because now it's not aligned by center. What we need to click? We need to go to parent container for full container. I just need to align by center. Great, done. And of course we need for global container setup, just demonstrate example. Publish and preview. What will be if our screen will be smaller than our width? Do you see how it's touching to the border? I don't like, and usually I don't practice it for my development, and I always add space like here. It's much better. Yeah, and what we do for global element, we just add space left, right, and right 20. And do you see it's completely different visual Yeah, and we add it, and what we need to do, we need to add space for this image. So we remember we add 20 pixels for top and on the bottom. So, and our space 75 minus 20, it's 55. Okay, top 55, and bottom, let's do one like this one. It's okay. Great, and publish. And let's check desktop version. Great. Yeah, I think it's good. Of course, possible to, for example, we can fix right now a hover state. What we have border or shadow. It's one of two. I don't know exactly right now. Of course, it's possible to know. Inspect. On input, we have hover state, and here is possible like focus. Do you see? I click focus, and in theory here should be, yeah, do you see, focus for element, and we have box, and let's check. Yeah, do you see it's disappear? Yeah, so now we just need to set up for this field focus box shadow none. Let's go to this form. Let's add style. For it, let's click selector. Selector is applying styles only for this element, only for by unique class or ID, and by unique class. And input focus, because it's when I click here, it's focus, and box shadow none. Done. That's all. Yeah, it's very easy, very fast. And click. Yeah, and in the result we got the page. Of course, it's pretty simple page, like pre-landing page, like collecting emails before launching some project, but it's good start for website if you or your client that doesn't have a website. Yeah, and now let's do responsive website for tablet and mobile version. How it will looks like on tablet. In general, I like this one. We need to do smaller font, of course. Font should be 36. Yeah, in general 36, okay. And now we just need to change space if it's our automatically change. Yeah, space like 80. Here's the same. We set up 60, okay. And space here like this one. Here it can be 4 double dividing, and the font style for button for font size X, it's 60. Okay. We have like, do you see, like it's bigger than parent container, but it because we set up it static. Now we just set up 100% because tablet is dynamic. Tablet can be different, and it's very important. Yeah, so here, and we set up it. We don't have enough space for button here. Okay, let's fix it. Let's somewhere we need to fix. Yeah, and for example, column it's 60. It's okay. Okay, let's remove some space for here for text padding. It can be, it's static. It's not for desktop, mobile, tablet version. Okay, not a problem. We will solve this problem. It's not so big problem for us. Let's check this case. Now it's not enough here space. Okay, and in fields we have paddings. I think we don't have paddings. Okay, in this case what we can do here? Yeah, let's remove how it was, like default here. It's default, it's like how it was on desktop version. And button, also click how it was on default, and we just set up space for this button. Well, we need to write some space. Oh, it's already enough space, great. Even needn't do something. Okay, and we have here, we just need to remove space. For this we click for parent element like 21. Okay, let's do 21. Yeah, and here we have a little bit bigger than we need. Let's do here 28. Oh, okay, 28, I like it. And let's check with space yet. Yeah, in general it's okay, but I don't see image here. Something wrong, maybe space between space. Yeah, do you see? And left 5, right 10. Why I choose this parameter? Because I remember that by left 17, right 33, it's like 1 to 2. And for example, I add space like 5, 10. Yes, and it's good, I like it. And for example, oh, we have here menu. Here menu. What we can do in this case? In this case, we just need to, of course, set up full width for this one. And I would put this element to the right corner. How it's possible to do? We just need to change only order and everything will be. Here we need to remove grow, resize, yes, and here is order and click. Okay, perfect. But we need to leave logo here and everything move to the right side. Okay, we can do the same here, like grow size like this one. Done. Yeah, that's all. And here is our menu. It's possible to do a little bit better. What we do? Toggle button. Let's do color. I don't remember color. This one, I think. Yes. Background. It can be transparent. And I just want to add border width, but I don't have border color. Okay, I just remove because I don't want to write style now. You can do right if you want. Okay, and drop down menu, it's okay, of course. Okay, let's keep, it's enough for this project, it's enough. And add space, here is 20, but just reduce space from top. It's like 30 and here is like 8. Great. So for tablet version we already have template, and for example if we open tablet small, but usually of course it can be like, for example, or tablet horizontal or vertical. Vertical not great, but what we can do? We can do I don't know, makes sense to do like min height for it. For example, if you want to fix it, of course we can do like this one. Let's check. We go to style and we need to write style only for tablet version. And what we need to do? We need to write style here, and it should be minimum and maximum. Min width, it's like 768, and maximum this one because it's our parameters for our tablet version. And here we write like selector, it's our element, all element, and we need to know which height our header. It's like header 84 pixels. Selector min height calc, it's calculate 100 VH, it's like a height of screen minus 84 pixels. Why minus this parameter? Because let's check without it how it works. We have scroll. Do you see it scroll on 80% because 84 pixels because it's this like on 100. But if I remove it, if I remove header width, it will be only for this. We have this scrolling for this parameter, but if we remove, I think here, margin top like 0. Yeah, do you see it's not scrollable? Okay, and what we need, we just need align image. And great, and what we need to do, we need to align image by center. Great. And here. So now we have on tablet version, good, and on desktop, on horizontal and vertical. Okay, and last item, it's mobile. Mobile. It's interesting because we not enough space for everything. And what I would do, usually best practice for it, hide this element, hide this element. It depends on aims of this page, but usually I hide it or keep it, and these parameters I add in menu, or possible create a new one menu, or possible to add two menu like last button or first button, and hide for tablet and mobile version, tablet and desktop version, but demonstrate for mobile. It depends on situation, and we just remove space like 10, putting yeah, and yes, and here is already everything prepared for, yeah, we just need to fix here what we have here. Let's publish. We just need to check, because development is always need to check what's going on. Yeah, what we have here, oh, I know, by default containers here, let's go for mobile containers set up full width like 100%. It demonstrates pixels, but it's not true. In this case it like 100 pixels, and what we need again set up pixels like this one, and even smaller, because it takes less time, less width. For example, 63, 60, 55, okay, 60. Let's go, and it's the same as here. Yes, but it's not enough space for it, and we need to do something. What we can, how we can handle it. The first point, it is we need to, it's align already. Okay, we can set up in pixels. Let's check how it will be in pixels. 40 pixels, but in this case we have problem with it. Yeah, in general I like it as well, design. And what we need to do, we need to remove row between rows. Yeah, do you see space is good if it's 0, but in this case we need to full width, for not moving to next row, like always will be 2 rows like this one. Yes, and we need to 1 row for it. yes, and we reduce height of this element. Great, yes, and for example we just need to add space for this image. Let's add 30 pixels. Great, yes, and let's publish. Yeah, and here we need to add space. Here it's not 40 pixels, and maybe if I set up here 40 pixels, how it will be? No, I don't like 45. Here is not enough space here. Okay, like this one, and here it should be 40 like this one. Oh, okay, I like it, and let's publish. Let's check. Yeah, but here we have problem with this. Okay, let's go. Okay, we set up pixels 160. Like this one. Okay, and here we set up as well in pixels. Yes, and we space between elements. Yes, and let's do like this one. Great, it's much better. So we have now pre-landing page, and it's done. And yeah, everything you can check by this link. It's like I will leave this link as demo. Also, I remember you can download this template if you want by this link. You can download like write name, email, and I will send you a mail about field. You can fill out this form, and you will get a mail with template for Elementor with this one. Okay, so now I have that I hide button here, but it's, I think I will do it on automatically. What's going on here? Yeah, it's not, it should be like this one. Correct. Yes, it's correct. Yeah, so I hope this video for you will be useful. You will learn something new. Subscribe to this channel, click like, you can leave comment if you something not clear. I will try to help, and see you in next video.